I'm Megan Zuccaro, and welcome back. I'm with Trent T. Daniel, co-creator of Capital Credit XP, and he's going to show us how easy the software is to use. Trent, can you give us a quick demonstration?
Yeah, absolutely. And what I'll do is, first of all, if you look at our interface here, we have the main screen, which has the four primary components of the software, which are the professor, the medic, the assistant, and the intern. The professor, his specific job is to teach you, okay? You've got information in there about Credit History 101, what are your rights under credit reporting, and even sample credit reports that show somebody step by step how to read a credit report, okay? Now, after you use that section, then you've got your medic section. Now, the medic section is where all the real work is done within the software, okay? The first thing the software will allow you to do is to order your credit reports. So what you would do is you would click on the Order Report wizard. Now, what you see is this wizard comes up, and every single thing in the software that is process-driven, we've put a wizard in there for you, okay? So you don't have to try to figure out what does this mean. Every time you can do something, we teach you how to do it right there on the fly, okay? And that's really one of the most amazing features of this software. So you would click Next, and then you would go in and add which credit bureaus you actually wanted to order your report from, all right? So I would load in, let's just say, Experian. So I would click on that, load Experian, select it, and then when I hit Next, now it asks me, do I want to order my reports online, or do I want to order them through regular mail? So I'll just say I want to order them through mail. I hit Next. Now, in this screen here, it says that you got to give information as to why you're ordering your credit report, okay? Because federal law dictates that, first of all, if you have not seen your credit report in the last year, you can get one for free. But if you have gotten your credit report, you can buy one from the credit bureaus, or you can get a free one because you were recently declined for credit. So you just select which one works for you, all right? And then you want to enclose some forms of identification. When most people try to order their credit reports or dispute something with the credit bureaus, they usually get a letter back that says, we don't know who you are. We need verifying information. So we've already put that in the software. So you just select either a copy of your driver's license, utility bill, state issued ID, anything like that. And then there's two of them that you can send. So let's just say state issued ID and utility bill, all right? You hit Next. Now it takes you into the print queue. Okay, so just in a few moments, we have input our information, we've selected which credit bureau we want to order our reports from, and we've actually gone to the point of getting the letter ready to print. And then when you're ready to print, and I'll just click preview here, okay, it allows you to preview what the letter is going to say. You click the print button, it takes it into the queue, and you're done, okay? So that's the process of ordering a credit report. Now let me ask you a question. Did you know that you would be able to do that in those few seconds like that?
Absolutely not.
You see, and that's the real power of this software, is it automates everything for the consumer. The simplest mind can get this, and that's when you develop software, you want to make sure you develop something that's easy to use. Now let's say you've gotten your credit reports back, and now you want to actually process those disputes. You want to dispute information that's on there. And remember earlier when I said that you don't have to say to the credit bureaus, this account is not mine, in order to dispute something. You don't have to do that. There's also a process called re-verification. And it's quite simply where you were telling the credit bureau, this is on my report, I want you to verify it for accuracy, okay? So let's just go through a dispute, okay? So let's say I have a late payment on a credit card account in my credit bureau. So I would go into the process disputes, okay? Click on Next. And now I'm in the Bureau Dispute Wizard, okay, all right? I've already got my credit bureau added in here, which is Experian, but let's just say I want to dispute something that's on Equifax. I don't want to go through and order my report again because I already got an Equifax report, so I just click on Add, go to Equifax, select them, hit OK, Equifax, and then I click Next, okay? Now, this part asks me what section is the information found in. You see, most people don't even know what a credit report is or how to read one. This actually allows you to say, okay, this appears in the collections section of my credit report, all right? The account name, whatever that account name, and we'll just type in some generic information here, and the account number, all right? Now, once you load that information in, you click Next, and then it asks you the reason for the dispute. You see, this is all very easy, very simplified process. Now, most people don't understand even how to dispute. a negative item on their credit report, okay? So what we've done is that we put this little notepad icon here, and when you click on that, it gives you samples that we've already loaded into the software of how to dispute. So let's say you've got an account that is charged off by a creditor. There is actually text information that will pull into the software, okay? An insurance claim. If you want to add your own reasons, you click on the add button and you can load that in. If you want to use one we've already put in here for you, you can do that. Now we've got collections, we've got credit history information, public records, which would be bankruptcies and tax liens. So, you know, we've really created this software in a way to, as long as you want to do the process, we've given you the tool to be able to do that, all right? So you hit OK. Now it pulls that information into this little notepad window here. You click next, and then it asks you for your consumer statement. Now, a consumer statement is the 100-word your side of the story that you want to put in there, okay? So you would load that consumer statement in, and again, we'll just put some generic text. If you don't know what to say, you click on the notepad again, and we actually give you samples and examples of what to say for that, all right? So you do that, click next, and now it asks you, do you want to add another dispute? It's that simple. You have just disputed information on your credit report. You would hit next, and then if you're done, that's fine. Or you want to move, if you're done adding the disputes, in other words, what I mean is that you can actually take 15 items off your report and decide, hey, I only want to work with 5. You load those into the software and you can work with just those 5, okay? If you want to add all 15, that's fine, and then you can go in and select which ones you actually want to process, all right? So let's just say we're going to go to the Credit Improvement Center. We hit finish. Now this takes you into really the brains of the software. What this software does is it takes items that you have loaded in to your credit report and it puts them on a time-driven track, all right? So you see here the first letter, that has not gone out yet, okay? We would click on that, okay, and then we would move it down into our first letter Q. You see a little printer icon comes up there, all right? Then we can generate that for printing. Hit a preview, and then it will bring up the information, show us a sample of the letter so we can see what the letter says, send it off. It's that simple. And then we can continue to walk the software through the items that we're disputing through that process. You've got your follow-up letter, you've got a demand letter, you've got a letter that can actually go off to the Federal Trade Commission. You see, people don't understand that when the credit bureaus say, hey, log on to our website and dispute items, okay, they don't give you the ability to use the whole process. All you're doing is saying, hey, Equifax, I don't agree with this. They come back and say, well, it's there. You're done. If you use Capital Credit XP, you're able to take advantage of all of the components that are available to you through this software, okay? And that has, what I've shown you is just processing negative items. Also in this software is a debt settlement wizard that will actually generate letters for you to settle debts on your credit report. So it's really one of the most amazing things that I've ever seen as far as personal credit is concerned, and it can be very, very, very effective for a consumer if they'll use it to its fullest.
Wow, I can't believe how easy it is to use that software. When we come back, we're going to show you how Capital Credit XP can help you in the home buying process.